Hi, this is Brandy with Little Britches Consignment Sales, and we are going to hopefully get you feeling more comfortable and confident in preparing your items to bring to our sale. So something to know is that all items do need to arrive at our sale ready to go out onto the sales floor. This means they need to come in bags, on hangers, tagged, clean, ready to go. We have over 20,000 items come into our sale. We simply don't have the volunteer manpower to do any of these steps, so it is your responsibility that they come prepared. But hopefully with this video, we'll have you feeling confident enough that you won't be worried about that responsibility. One big question we get is the hangers. So again, items that are going to be hung do need to be brought on hangers. You will not receive those hangers back. That just would take too much time at our checkout line. So items get sold with their hangers. So we encourage you to look for ways to get free hangers. You'd be surprised how many family or friends have boxes of hangers that they may want to get rid of. So check out that option. You can also post on buy-sell trade sites looking for hangers. If you do have to purchase them, you can usually purchase them pretty inexpensively. As far as types of hangers that are acceptable, we really aren't picky. We prefer wire hangers only because they take up less rack space. But if what you have is plastic hangers, that is also totally fine. Sometimes adult size hangers can be a little better because they are not going to, they're going to hold on to the items better. Items can fall off of the kid size hanger. So as long as it's not stretching out the item to put them on an adult hanger, adult hangers are totally fine. Something to keep in mind when you're tagging and preparing items for sale is that these items are going to get moved and shopped through and touched so many times. So if the item does not, if you're not sure if it's secure, it probably is not. You need to take another step to make sure the tag is secure onto the item. Tags getting separated from their items is going to keep your item from selling. So, really make sure that you're taking the time to make sure that item is secured appropriately, and we're going to hopefully answer some of your questions and give you some tips to make sure that that is happening. Okay, so the items you're going to need to have to prepare your items for sale: clear packing tape, safety pins, your tags printed off on cardstock. If you have any questions specifically about the tags, we do have a separate video about that. Scissors for cutting out tags and cutting tape, of course hangers, and then plastic bags. You might also use these zip ties. Sometimes people like to use zip ties to attach tags to larger items, so that is definitely an option. So plastic bags, consignment sales are a great way to reuse bags. So if you use bags for sorting things or for packing, or if you have bags that you maybe use for something that are still clean but you don't really want to reuse them for food, consignment sales are a great way to reuse bags. So save some plastic and save yourself some money and reuse those bags. You also can purchase them pretty cheaply. So let's start with bagging clothing items. So something really important to know is that shoppers are going to want to inspect items even if they're bagged. So we really strongly encourage you not to seal the top of that bag. I know that's tempting, but if a shopper cannot get into that item and check out the item, they're not going to want to purchase it. So if you want your item to sell, do not seal the top. If you are concerned about your item getting separated from its bag, you can take your tag onto the front, and then as you put the item in the bag, you can safety pin the item and then safety pin it through to the tag from the inside of the bag, and that's going to keep it all together but still allow the shopper to inspect the item. Bags are also great for things like puzzles and toys. If you have a large toy that's got parts to it, bag those items together. Now in those situations, do go ahead and seal the bag as long as all the items can be inspected from outside the bag. That'll help make sure your items stay together. Puzzles, things like that. Bags can be a great way to make sure that the item is getting a tag put on it without damaging the item, so without putting packing tape on the cover of the book if it's a material that's going to rip when that tape is taken off. For puzzles, we get a lot of questions about peg puzzles or wooden puzzles. A great option for those is saran wrap, so wrapping the puzzle in saran wrap put together, and then that way the shopper is going to be able to actually see what the puzzle is, but all the puzzle pieces are going to stay with the item, and you can tag it without damaging the finish on the puzzle. All right, hanging items. People feel so intimidated by hanging items if you have not shopped our sale before, which totally makes sense because it doesn't It may seem weird that we have specific requirements on hanging, but we do. So this is a properly hung outfit. Big thing to remember. Notice the hanger is pointing to the left. It looks like a question mark. The reason for this requirement is that all of the items are going to be hung next to each other on a rack. If your hanger is going the opposite direction, the shopper is going to be seeing the back of your item and is not going to be seeing the tag. Your item is not going to be as likely to sell if they cannot see the item and they cannot see the tag. They're just going to flip through to the next item. Hang it correctly. Make sure that is pointing to the left. And then you want to make sure the tag is on the upper left. Again, they're going to be sorting through. They don't want to hunt for a tag. This is going to make it so that they immediately see the tag, price, all that set up on there. So you can see this is an outfit hung together. A lot of our seasoned consigners will tell you this is a little secret. Outfits are great sellers because shoppers love to be able to buy an outfit that they know they've got shorts that match that shirt and they're good to go. You can also, if you put an outfit together, you're saving yourself a hanger, saving yourself some safety pins, saving yourself a tag. So outfits are a great way to sell your items. Outfits do not have to be things that came together. So these shorts were purchased separately from this shirt, but I would sell these together because they match and they go together well. And it's an outfit that I put my daughter in. So other shoppers may want to do the same. So an outfit is going to sell really well together. Outfits also stay really well on the hangers. It's totally up to you. If you want to sell the shorts separately from the shirt, that is 100% fine. Just a little tip. So you can see the shirt is just put over the hanger, and then the shorts are pinned onto the back. Even if the shirt is hung by itself, you can see the safety pin is going through so that it's looping into the hanger. So then that way it's going to keep the shirt from falling off of the hanger and keeping the tag attached to the hanger and the shirt. So this is a secure, properly hung item ready to go. One place that people really kind of get stumped is pants and shorts and skirts and that kind of stuff, because it can seem like your item is well prepared for the sale when it is not. So what we often see come in are pants and things that are hung like this. So they're going to be hanging from the top, and they'll have the tag on them, and this item looks great and ready to go, but when this item gets touched by a million hands and moved on the rack so that it's in a spot that's going to sell better, it's going to fall to the bottom, and this item is going to swing to the inside of the hanger. So when shoppers are going through, they're seeing an empty hanger, they don't even see your item, so your item is not going to sell. So to remedy that, we encourage you to pin kind of partway down through the fabric onto the top of the hanger, and that's going to keep that item on the hanger, and it's not going to be as likely to fall off and get to where the shopper can't see it. All right, I think that pretty much covers everything for clothing. As far as other items, again, the biggest thing is just making sure that tag is easy to find on the item, that is secured onto the item. If you have, extra parts, make sure those extra parts are in a Ziploc bag, secured in the Ziploc bag, secured onto the item. Items getting separated like that can be really hard to put back together, and they're not going to get purchased. So please make sure those items come prepared. I think that probably covers everything. If you have any questions at all, we would love to hear those questions. We would much rather you bug us by asking a bunch of questions than to feel confused. I promise you're not bothering us. We're happy to answer any questions you have. We want you to feel confident. We want you to have a good experience consigning. So please message us on Facebook, send us an email if you have any questions. And if not, hopefully we will see you at the sale. Thanks.